just split in two? Are you the past or are you the future? Are you your ancestors or are you something new? The answer is both. You are you, and you exist in between, but you are not alone. You have gente. We might not all be Mexicans from Mexico, and most of us are not even full Mexican. We are, however, valid descendants of the Mexican people. Our ancestors are Mexican, Chicanx, Maya, Aztec, Imas. We are a people between worlds, and our ancestors of that land are here with us, coursing through our veins and asking us to find nuestra magia once more. And we can find it where we stand, right here, in the space between. It is my hope and intent that anyone who feels disconnected from their Mexican heritage may pick up this book and open up a complete guide to making their way back home. I pray that this book finds its way into the hands of those who have no one left to teach them to pray the rosary and tell them the stories of our people. I hope this book acts as a bridge connecting you to our ancestors and gives you the confidence to walk in their power once more. Here you will learn how to work with candles, saints, herbs, and more. By reclaiming our ancestral magic, we can soothe the wounds of colonization and find ourselves once again. The importance of being in between. Growing up, I faced a lot of discrimination from both the white kids and the other Latinx students. You see, I look Mexican, and my family is clearly Mexican, given our café con leche skin and our dark hair and eyes. I would be profiled and called terrible words by the white kids. Yet I was also looked down upon by the real Mexicans, those who were actually from Mexico or whose parents had been immigrants. I didn't speak Spanish then, and even now I struggle with the language. Every time I come across a word in Spanish I don't know, English inevitably pops out of my mouth, filling the gaps. There's a metaphor there that I would desperately like to ignore, but it's no use. Spanglish. Just like my blood, my speech encompasses the indigenous and colonizer alike. My ancestors chose assimilation over preservation. My grandmother didn't learn Spanish and didn't pass it along to my mother, who could have passed it to me. Somewhere between my great-grandparents and my Grammy, a choice was made for me and the rest of my family. I'm not sure what happened, but judging by the way my grandmother would do everything she could to be anything but Mexican, she wasn't fooling anybody. I can only assume it was traumatic. Much was lost in that event, including pieces of our culture that might never return. It's because of this choice that I felt so very alone, as if I were the only person stuck between. Not white enough to fit in with the white kids, and not Mexican enough to hang out with the Mexicans. It was incredibly isolating. It wasn't until the last several years that I began to share this out loud. My story of life as someone who is in between, of what it's like to be both and neither. As I did so, my community surprised me once again by coming forward with their own stories of how their grandparents, parents, and other ancestors made the choice to assimilate for their own protection and the safety of their children. Yet in the process, they had to let go of our roots and culture. I realized I was not alone. My story was not new or unique. There is, in fact, an entire generation right now who is exactly where I am. We are Mexican and American all at once. We are filling the space between. In witchcraft and magic, there is a place, or more precisely, an idea, called liminal space. A liminal space is a place that is in between two things, or where two things meet. A crossroads is a liminal space because two roads intersect. If you stand in the center of the crossroads, which road are you on? Both and neither. Other liminal spaces are doorways, between inside and outside, the beach, between land and sea, twilight and dawn, between day and night, midnight, between 2 days, and there are many, many more. These liminal areas are widely considered to be extremely potent magical spaces.